Before we begin reading, we're going to review the blue text box questions on the right. Number 1. What did politicians do to make people like them? Number 2. List 3 activities that wealthy women could do that poorer women could not. Drag the red text box over the sentence that explains why wives of wealthy men had time for study and entertainment. Daily life. Rome was one of the largest and most carefully planned cities in the ancient world. More than 1 million people lived in Rome by about AD 1. It had a public square called the Forum. Romans shopped, conducted business, played games, and visited with friends in this area. Wealthy people lived in big houses built around courtyards. Most Romans were poor and did unskilled labor. They lived in apartment buildings. Those neighborhoods were crowded, noisy, and dirty. Politicians offered free food and entertainment to gain the support of the poor. People watched chariot races. They also watched gladiators fight. Gladiators fought each other or even wild animals to entertain the crowds. Roman men, heads of household, responsible for their children's education, responsible for the family business, could work outside the home, could own property. Roman women, not full citizens, had strong influence on their families, did the housework, could work in the family's business. Few worked outside their homes. Roman families were large. Fathers had control over their families. They could even sell their children into slavery. Children of wealthy families received an education. Sons went to school to learn reading, writing, math, and rhetoric or public speaking. Children of poor families could not afford to go to school. Poor people learned just enough reading, writing, and math to help them conduct business. Wives of wealthy, powerful men had more freedom than those with less money. They could own land. They could hire enslaved people to do their housework, so they had free time to study art and literature and go out for entertainment. Women with little money generally worked in the family business and took care of their households. The use of enslaved persons in Rome became more common as the empire grew larger. Most enslaved people were prisoners of war. They worked in homes and on farms. They also helped build roads, bridges, and buildings.